I'm just gonna wait till a couple people show up and then I'll start talking about the whole thing. Um, yeah, so I'll just wait until, like, I don't know, 5 people show up, or maybe I never get more than 3. 3 people, and then I'll start talking about what I gotta say. And I did not do that. Hey, Super Hat Man, how you doing? Hey, isn't it your birthday? Happy birthday, man. I want to go ahead and throw that out there while I'm up here. Yeah, I'm going to talk about what happened with Logan. I saw a lot of people are doing this. Dub did it. I'm subscribed to Ruben. He did that video on you. What's up, Time Lord? I saw, Dub did a video. I actually saw 10 minutes of the live stream that he did. No, it wasn't 10 minutes. It was 8 minutes. I saw about 8 minutes of that live stream. But the vlog's just like 2 hours long, and I'm like, screw that. I'm not gonna watch 2 hours of that because I don't want to keep listening to the same things being repeated over and over and over again. And then I didn't watch all of Logan's video on the subject. I saw most of it though, because Logan kept repeating himself. People repeating themselves kind of annoys me, so I tend to stop watching when I hear constant repeating. Well, it wouldn't make sense, yeah, but from what I can understand, like, YouTube is not in a good place right now. Have you two seen the tweets that tweet that YouTube did? That one guy is like, YouTube's really bad right now, and he goes like, I really hate the people running YouTube, and then YouTube responds saying, yet you follow us, like in a sarcastic, like really really asshole kind of way. And that tells me that the people at YouTube, they don't know how to respond to anything. They can't think rationally. It's like trying to be funny when you're not. Okay, because I can actually be. I've been in that situation about 100 times. I agree. YouTube is getting worse. I've been in this situation where 100 times where I tried to be funny by saying something, but sometimes it just came out plain mean, or it came out sounding wrong. I actually got in some hot water about Logan with this, actually. In a review. When I tried to be funny, and it just didn't work out at all, and then it made me sound mean and rude. And I got called out for it, and I agree. It was kind of... But the point was, I tried to be funny, it didn't work. YouTube is trying to... With that whole thing on Twitter with that one guy, that tells me that they don't know how to respond to anything. And then with this whole thing with Logan, that proves that even more. Because it's YouTube not knowing what to do. Okay, let's look at Logan right now. Logan right now has been making mainly family-friendly content for 2 months. Now, last time something like this happened was just the whole demonetization thing. And at the time, he did deserve that, at least for a little bit. But now, he got completely, like, obliterated, lost. Like, when it comes to the money and ad revenue, not the channel itself, but keep that in mind. Just when it comes to ad revenue, gone. And he did not deserve that at all. Now, I'm going to talk about Logan Paul for a second. Logan Paul, first, he films a dead body and then tasers dead animals, okay? Logan talked about it, and I never come out and said what my thoughts on it, but it's pretty obvious. It was wrong, sick, and everything. Now, he only got suspended for, like, 2 weeks. So, but somehow Logan loses all his ad revenue, no warning, no nothing. Hey, McMuffin. No nothing. Like, he got a worse punishment than the fucking guy who showed a dead body and tasered animals when he did mainly family-friendly content for like 2 months? That's funny. Like, I don't get how what's going through YouTube's head right now. Is it because Logan Paul has more subscribers? Or does he? I have no clue. I'm not subscribed to the asshole. But my point is, How does that work? Because Logan has not done anything bad, at least in the last 2 months. Well, not horribly bad, in the last 2 months. And whenever he has cursed, he censored it. I don't know. I don't know if that's entirely true, because I haven't seen a new Logan video in like 6 months. Keep that in mind. Mainly because I'm busy with other stuff. But that doesn't change my... everyone says, and he himself said, that, I don't curse in my videos and anymore. And everyone else says it, so I believe everyone, because I haven't heard anyone say it's wrong. So, why would YouTube do this? Okay, alright, so that makes no fucking sense. Logan Paul has 16 million subs. 16 million! Keep that in mind. This is a lot more people than 4 million. Actually, that's, I gotta do a little bit of multiplication. 4, 8, 12, so that's 4 times as more people watching their videos. His videos, sorry. And he gets 2 weeks of suspended ad revenue after tasering dead animals and showing dead bodies. But then you get Logan, who has been doing friendly content, hasn't broken any guidelines, hasn't broken anything. Actually, chimpanzees are smart, so I probably wouldn't make that reference. But, like, I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought with that one comment. What was I saying? Okay. Oh, yeah, now I remember. So, Logan Paul tasered dead animals and showed dead bodies. 2 weeks suspension. No one was happy about that. Super Mario Logan. It's alright. It happens. I lose my train of thought quite easily. Super Mario Logan makes plush videos. Makes, what else does he make? That's it. He makes plush videos and puppet videos, okay? Hasn't really shown anything bad in 2 weeks. Never did anything bad other than cursing. Okay, that makes more sense. Hasn't cursed in a while. Doesn't really have any bad content for anything. For 2 months. Complete ad revenue cutoff. No warnings. He hasn't broken any community guidelines. Hasn't broken any of the guidelines, actually. He's good on copyright. He's good on the community. So, but yet, Logan Paul, and this is true, he actually broke community guidelines. What the fuck does that make? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Because YouTube is going downhill fast. Like, the platform was good about 2 or 3 years ago. Or at least it was better than it is right now, but it's just going down, down, down. Their Twitter they're trying to be like Wendy's, except, well, even if it is the old videos, this would have happened a long time ago. It wouldn't happen 2 months after he stopped doing that. That's the weird thing about it. Because if this had happened 2 months ago, or 3, whenever the whole thing started, when all those videos were demonetized, if it happened then I could blame it all on those old videos, and I probably wouldn't be nearly as confused or mad. I mean, I would get mad because I still don't think he deserves it either way. But, if he was suspended, maybe. But complete cutoff, loss of eligibility for monetization, like, that makes no sense. Like, it just doesn't. And the worst part about it is, like I said, with Logan Paul, he actually ended up breaking community guidelines and whatnot. But Mario Logan hasn't broken any of the guidelines, technically. He hasn't broken any guidelines. But with Paul, he got suspended just for 2 weeks. With Logan, complete cutoff. So, YouTube is just fucked. Their Twitter sucks. Their Team YouTube hardly didn't listen to any of us when we were spamming them nonstop about the monetization thing a few months ago. And I think that they're just confused. They really are. They don't know how to respond to something. So if they see something they don't like, done. That's all they're doing. I guarantee that's what's happening. It's like when you see something new and you're like, that's gross, or that sucks, and you like click out of it. That's basically what they're doing with Logan. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong. Because, you know, when people see something new or something different, something unique, something that's weird, you tend to do something about it. Click out of it or something. The worst part about the whole situation, other than the Logan Paul thing, was that they never gave him a notice. Well, they did give him a notice, but I mean, like, prior. Like, they didn't say, we're going to cut you off. We're going to cut you off if you don't do these things. Like, they should at least gave him a forward notice saying, if you don't do these things, then we're going to cut you off. That way he could have prior warning and then attempt to do it. But YouTube just slapped it on him out of nowhere and just did it. And again, that makes no sense. Especially since he hasn't broken any community guidelines, any rules, any nothing. Oh, hey, look. It's my boy. Anyway, back to the whole thing. And I'm getting things on Twitter. And my phone is vibrating like crazy. But this whole thing, honestly, I don't want to sound like some sort of a conspiracy theorist, because I'm not. Or am I? But it's this sounds like to me like a plot to like corporate, like, you know how they keep saying the corporates are evil because they can do whatever they want, even if it's against their rules. You know, it's almost like false advertising. YouTube, where if you break these laws, then this will happen. YouTube is not even following by their own guidelines at this point, you know. And the people who run YouTube right now suck because of this, because they don't realize that they're causing a lot of controversy. And then when they get to that conversation, I can't say the word. I just said it and now I can't remember what I said it. Controversy. When the controversy gets to a peak, they will do something. I don't know what it is they're going to do, but they will do something to make it even worse. And then everyone's going to be against them. A lot of people are against them right now because of their recent laws, the recent cutbacks, the recent activities. And I'm talking about Twitter. I'm talking about all the stuff they've done to other channels recently, because they have been, you know, they're... Yeah, I heard about that too, and that makes no sense. I don't know, I gotta get my phone charger. That's funny, it was at 18% when I started. And now I've been doing this for like 13 minutes. Okay, so the thing about that, I read about that too. Now, that makes no sense to me, because some channels that make no videos are just personal accounts for people to subscribe to channels. Because when people subscribe to channels, they don't want to make videos, they just want to watch them. So these channels obviously don't make any videos. So if YouTube goes and deletes these personal accounts of people, then... Man, YouTube are acting more like Nazis right now. Say what? That's fucking ridiculous. Okay, let me give you an example. Game Grumps don't have to worry about that because they upload every day. But when you look at a channel like, for example, Connor the Waffle. When you look at Connor the Waffle, he uploads a new video every week, every 2 weeks. I don't know what his schedule is, but something like that. So if you have to upload 5 videos a week, that's insanity. Pure insanity. If that is true. Let me get a chair. But, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Because it just doesn't. You know what? I think I know what this is about. It's all about money. That's what everything's about always. It's always about the money. Look at it this way. Because I just thought about it. If they do that, if you can't upload but 5 videos a week without termination, if that does happen, here's what's going to happen. Tons of famous channels are going to lose their stuff, okay? You got the Completionist, you got JonTron, you got, let's see, we don't have to worry about Channel Awesome and Nostalgia Critic because they upload quite frequently. Look at Cinemassacre, look at, because I think Cinemassacre uploads 3 times a week. Look at my channel even. And all those other YouTubers, you know, look at Yoshi Player, look at, I don't think Dub has anything to worry about because he uploads very often too. Not every day, but most days he uploads. So, well, here's the thing, dude. Like, and I explained this a minute ago. A lot of the channels that don't make videos are personal accounts, you know, or the real names. If let's say there's a guy out there, his name is, let's go ahead and use my alias that I like to use, Tanner Carson. Let's say Tanner Carson makes an account, but he makes the account just so he can comment on videos, or subscribe to channels, or like or dislikes. He's just using this just so he can watch stuff and have a good time while watching it. He's not doing this to make any kind of videos or whatever, okay? A lot of the channels that don't make videos are made just for personal accounts, just so they can watch stuff, not so they can make stuff. So if YouTube goes around deleting these channels, then these people won't know when the people they like have subscribed. And then it isn't just bad for those people, but people who subscribed are going to lose a lot of subscribers because, as I said, a lot of the people, like mostly over half of the people who are subscribed to other people, are just personal accounts. They don't make videos. So they're going to lose about half their subscribers. If you had, it's like Logan, for example. If he has, what, 4 million right now, he's going to lose over 1 million subscribers if that happens, because these personal accounts are just made to watch videos or comment or likes or whatever, or even make playlists, you know, so they can listen to some of their favorite songs, you know. I know that's what one of my first accounts was mainly for, was for that, until I decided to make videos. So like I said, if YouTube goes deleting these accounts, these people are not going to get the content that they want, and at the same time, the subscriber count on almost every YouTube channel is going to go down significantly. Yeah, and Animated James too. Let's not forget that. So this is a huge problem, okay? The whole YouTube thing is a huge problem for everyone, not just Logan, but everyone, for a different amount of reasons, okay? If YouTube deletes channels that don't upload five times a week or whatever, then we're going to lose a lot of really great channels for literally no reason, just because they say it. Yeah, at the same time, us as content creators, we're going to lose subscribers. The ones who don't get deleted are going to lose subscribers, and a lot of them. I know about half of mine are personal accounts, not made for making videos. So I'm going to lose about half my subscribers. Logan will probably lose over 1 million of his. Dub's going to lose quite a bit of subscribers. Everyone's going to lose subscribers. And then, if you don't get deleted, at least, that's what's going to happen. So, like I said, YouTube is in a slump, okay? The people who are running the Twitter are jackasses. People running the actual website are even more so. And they're just confused. They're just, and like I said, I think it's all about money. And I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. 1, this is America. No one cares about anything but money in America. Let's just be honest here. Okay? We don't really band together unless something bad happens. But normally, we, land of the free, home of the brave, but we always end up just fighting about opinions or whatever, even though they don't really matter because they're just fucking opinions. You know? I don't ever talk about political stuff ever because I hate politics with a pure passion. I really do. Because all it does is start arguments. It's the same thing with religion. I don't like talking about religion because of the same reason. It will just cause arguments. If you don't believe in a certain political group, let's just say, for example, if I'm Republican. I'm not Democrat either. Keep that in mind. I'm neither. Let's just say if I was Republican and then I talk to a Democrat and I say one small little comment about something, and I'm not being like hate. I'm not being an asshole about it. I'm just like, well, I believe in so and so, and some people. I'm not saying all of them are like this at all. That I'm nowhere near that. But some people will be like, you're wrong because the facts, and I'm just like, I calmly just said a small opinion. You didn't have to yell at me. You didn't have to explain why I was quote unquote wrong. I just told you what I simply think. It's fine. I mean, I'm one of those people who I don't care about your opinions, and I'm not saying it. And I'm saying that in the rude. I'm not saying that in the rude way. I'm sorry. I have a little bit of a stuttering problem, but I'm not saying it in a rude way. I'm just meant I don't care about your opinions because they're your opinions. If you don't believe in something I believe in, that's fine, totally good. That's how we are. We're all human. We're all different, and that's truly what I believe in. That's why when most people have an argument against me about something that I believe in, I'll explain why I think I'm right. Again, I have to use that word think, because if I don't, people are going to get pissed. Why I think I'm right, and if you think I'm wrong, that's fine, But with YouTube, it's all about money. I got a little bit sidetracked. Because if they delete all these big channels that don't upload every week, okay? Let's say we look at the Completionists. We'll look at Cinemassacre. We'll look at Logan. We'll look at it's another big channel that has millions of subscribers that doesn't upload that regularly. I'm trying to think. I need someone give me a channel with millions of subscribers that don't upload 5 times a week, please. I can't think of one right now because I got my head mixed up. I'm trying to think it. Oh, you know who's guaranteed to not get their channel deleted is people like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney, because they're big corporations. ABC, CBS, CNN, Fox, the Conan O'Brien show, Ellen, all these big news and the big shows and all the big networks, they are not going to get deleted simply because of who they are. I mean, let's be honest. That's what it is. Yeah, and I don't know who that is either. Let's see. Drama alert uploads week. Most days. Okay, let's use scars. Scarce. However you say it. Let's use scarce. So we have the big companies, okay, and we have the big YouTubers. We have that one video gamer, which is the Completionist. We have Cinemassacre. We have Logan. We have, who did I just say? Fuck. Who did I just say? Now I can't remember who it was. Who did I say? Yeah, but the thing about Logan is that his content, he hasn't broken any community guidelines. Okay, he hasn't broken anything, really. He's good when it comes to copywriting. He's good on the community guidelines. He hasn't done anything bad in months. But he got, without warning, a notice saying he can't monetize anything. And I've already used this comparison about 2 other times, but I'm going to do it one more time. Then you got Logan Paul, Taser Dead Animals, dead body, everything, blah, blah, blah. You have that. And he only got 2 weeks suspended. That makes no sense. He actually he broke community guidelines. But then you look at Logan, and Logan did not. I mean, what YouTube doing is completely wrong, and it is not in any moral sense right either, because, again, this is without warning, without anything. Logan has been doing good. He's been trying his best to make family-friendly content for the... I've been better. He's been trying his best to make family-friendly content for 2 months, and he's been doing a good job at it, from what I've heard. Again, I haven't seen a new SML video in a while. So why out of the blue would this major corporation tell this YouTuber who has been trying his best, hasn't broken any of the guidelines and everything. Yeah, but if they are, then again, he hasn't done anything. He has no strikes. That's the problem here. No strikes of any kind. Logan Paul actually ended up getting a strike. There's the difference. See, they know exactly who they're targeting, because if they were trying to target Logan 30acre thinking he was Logan Paul, then he would have gotten a community strike. But he didn't. There's the thing. You see? Really? Huh, that's news to me. Who would have thought? I never thought I'd ever see that sentence together. About Froggy Company. But, you know, as I'm saying, it isn't right, it isn't morally right, and it's all about money. Yeah, I know. I was just explaining that a minute ago. Like, I have no idea if that's right or wrong. I know YouTube said they're going to start deleting channels that don't make videos. I know that. But I didn't know, and I have no idea if it's true or not. I'll have to look it up. That, if that's right. And if they do end up deleting channels with don't do 5 videos a week, your channel's going to be gone. And not just yours, mine too. And, yeah, and yours too. You see, the only person I can really think of right now that had no problems right now is Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Dub, Game Grumps, GameSpot, IGN, all the major outlets, and that's all I can think of right now, because I'm not really. Did I say PewDiePie? PewDiePie would be one of those people too. And again, I think this is Smosh. Yes, good point, Smosh. My point is the reason why they're doing this, I think, is because of money. I've said this about 5 times, but I never said why, because I keep getting interrupted. The reason is because you gotta think of it this way. Now, more and more YouTubers are getting famous. More and more people you've never heard of are starting to get more and more noticed. They're starting to get more and more ad revenue. And this is a problem, because with more and more YouTubers becoming famous, the money from every YouTuber who's out there getting a lot of money is going to just kind of go down just a little bit. And not just them, YouTube, their company, are losing money technically because of something like this. Because the more and more YouTubers get famous, you don't need to be an actor. You don't need to, you know, if you're going to be a voice artist, you don't need to go to a professional company and go, "Hi, hello, Kevin DeFi here," you know, like that. You have to. That was awful. I don't know what the hell that was. You don't have to go to a company and go, "Hi, hello, Kermit the Frog here." You have to. All you gotta do is just do a voice demo. Go to someone in a cartoon. If you're gonna do Mufasa from Lion King, you can find an animator, and all you gotta do is do your voice line, like Simba. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. And have someone animate that. That doesn't take a professional company. That takes a person or two or a few people. That's just a matter of a few days to make. I don't know how animating works. I don't know if this is true. But my point is, they don't need to go to a major corporation to get this done. If you're going to be in a little short film, all you gotta do is put out, make a demo, put on YouTube, send it to a person. Like, YouTube is responsible for making so many people famous, okay? YouTube made Justin Bieber famous. YouTube, they produce movies based off YouTube people. Smosh the movie is a good example of this. But the whole thing is they're going to start losing money eventually. You can't just keep having more and more people making money on the platform and not expect the platform itself to start losing a little bit of money. It's kind of like, let's see if I can use a visual analogy. Let's use this cup for example, okay? I'm going to use a visual analogy. See, this cup is empty, okay? Now, let's go to 2010. This is 2010. Now, the water represents YouTubers, okay? and the ad revenue flowing in is the empty space in the cup, okay? Now, 2010, 2011, 2012, it was about like this, to where there was a lot of famous YouTubers out there making enough money to support themselves, but at the same time, YouTube's platform is making money up here. Enough, at least. Now, let's go down to 2015. It's about halfway. A little over halfway, actually, but... Alright, it's a little bit more. It's about halfway this time. And, you know, everything's about evening out. More and more YouTubers are becoming famous, but YouTube is making a little bit less money because of this. 2017. Now, there was a huge spike in famous subscribers between the age of 2015 and 2017. And because of this, YouTube is losing more and more money. Now, over time... Let me get my phone and move it. Now, over time... this is happening. Fuck. Stay. Now, over time, while this is happening, YouTube is eventually, the famous people is eventually going to overflow through the ad revenue, and YouTube's going to start losing money. I don't know if this is happening now, but I know that's what's going to happen eventually. Because again, you can't have too much on the platform, otherwise the platform itself will lose money. This is simply how it works. So to... Yeah, that too, actually. And then they start making those compilation videos. Those people who start making compilations of Vines got tons of subscribers, and then they began getting tons of money. So because of this, YouTube is trying to diminish the problem. Alright, Logan's now at 5 million. Good for him. So, to prevent themselves from losing money, they are restricting how many subscribers you can have before you can apply for monetization, which is now at 1,000. And honestly, that was the lesser thing to me. That makes perfect sense, because if you do that, if you restrict monetization for 1,000 subscribers, it actually... I'm trying to figure out a good way to say this. It allows the platform to not lose as much money, because there are a lot of subscribers under 1,000 who make a little bit of money, and and you gotta keep in mind there are thousands of YouTube channels. And over a period of time, those little things actually stack up. So having 1,000 kind of makes sense. I'm not saying it's completely right, but it's the lesser bad thing they've done. Because, okay, don't call me, like on Skype, don't call me, period. Because it'll take me out of the live stream. I'm on my phone. Anything I get on Skype, it's going to directly take me out of the live stream. Do not call me on Skype. Alright, where was I at before? Because that made me lose my whole fucking train of thought. Fuck. Where was I? Alright, where was I? Because I forgot. Alright, I'm going to repeat what I said a second ago, because no one was here when I said it, I don't think. On Skype, do not call me when I'm in the live stream. Like this, at least. Because it'll take me out of the live stream. I'm on my phone. So whenever I get a call on Skype, it'll direct me straight to the app. So if I'm broadcasting, it's going to cut me off, and then I can't do anything about it. So don't contact me at all while I'm on a live stream. Or at least when I'm on my phone doing a live stream. If I was on my computer, that'd be different. Because, you know, I can operate two at the same time. But on the phone, it's restricted to only one. Anyway. Fuck. I lost my entire fucking train of thought. I can't remember what I was talking... I know what I was talking about, but I don't remember what I was saying. Fuck. Because I got pissed off. Ah, fuck. What was I saying? I'm trying to think. Shit. Can someone tell me what I was saying if anyone's watching? I don't know if someone's watching because the whole viewing system on my phone is fucked up. It doesn't tell me who's been how many people are watching because it's really inaccurate. I'm trying to think. Fuck, I don't know. I just don't know. Now with, oh, someone called me on Skype and made me exit out of the fucking app. I have no idea who called me, and I will in a minute. But, like, I can't get calls while I'm doing a live stream on my phone because it takes me out of the app. I got really fucking pissed off. Right, but I was in the middle of explaining something, and what really pisses me off is I don't remember what I was saying at all. Like, my mind's a blank. I don't remember what I was fucking saying. I'm trying to think super hard. Like, I have no clue what I was talking about. Fuck. I don't know, it pisses me off. Was I talking about how it doesn't make sense, because I've said that like 5 times, it doesn't make sense how Logan Paul has 60 million subscribers and has 2 weeks of thing. Oh no, I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about how YouTube's going to start losing money. I was talking about how YouTube was losing money because there were more people becoming more famous. It has nothing to do with Logan Paul, although Logan Paul is one of those people who caused the problem. But to be fair, so is Logan. And to be fair, so is a lot of people. More and more YouTuber becomes famous, the more revenue they get. And YouTube can only take so much at a time. Because the platform, they have to have a little bit of that money. But when there's too many people getting money, like some people get $20 and whatnot, you know? And I guess that makes sense, you know, if they have little subscribers or whatever. They make it like $20, but there could be 20,000 channels that make only $20, and you know that adds up. And YouTube is losing that money because you look at the bigger channels. Let's look at Logan for a minute, since this whole thing is technically about him. Logan makes thousands of dollars for his videos. Alright? But let's be honest, he would make a lot more. Not because of views, but because of the little channels that make like $20. So by expanding it and by making the thing a little bit shorter, the channels will get, the little channels won't make that $20. And YouTube will, now that I'm not good at words, and now when I'm talking and thinking about it, what I just said make absolutely no sense. Damn it, I had a really good train of thought and a really good thing before that fucking call. And now I don't remember a goddamn thing I was saying. It's really pissing me off. Fuck. I was good until I called, then everything fucked me up. Fuck. The point is... Hi, Jake. Point is, like, YouTube is all about money. It's all about money. But they're also about reputation. I haven't talked about this part at all. Reputation. That's one of the things. Let's take a look at Disney, for example. They don't have a very good reputation, do they? Now, I'm talking about when it comes to terms of their TV shows, not their movies. Their movies are usually good. Are great. or bad, depending on what the movie is, or if it's a sequel. Normally, because if it's a sequel. Well, my point is, they're typically known for making good movies. But let's take a look at their shows for a minute, shall we? Now, when I was younger, they had probably what I would think the golden age of sitcoms. What happened when I was younger? Okay, this is the time of year. This is the time between 2002 and 2009. The golden age of sitcoms and children's programming. Yeah. During this time span, we got Drake and Josh. We got Carly. We got Wizards of Waverly Place. We got Hannah Montana. And hell, I don't watch the show for the music. I watch it because of frickin' Jason Earls was the best thing in that show. He was so funny. So 101, I was about to get to that. You have all these... Ned's Declassified, don't forget that one. All that happened in the 90s. That's 90s, not 2000s. Kenan and Cal, I think, started in 2001 and ended in 2004 or 2003. But my point is, you have the golden age of children's sitcoms, because not just one network, because you're thinking 90s, not just one network had good sitcoms, but most of the networks did, okay? Because again, it's this time period that we also got George Lopez. We got that 70s show. We got, well, that 70s show started in 99, but most of its time span was in this golden age, and that's when it was the funniest. Because the first season sucks. Second season was okay, but starting with season 3, which happened in 2001, and it worked its way up, it was good. Anyway, my point is, all the shows had these great shows. All the networks had these great shows. Okay? Now let's start talking about the downfall of Disney sitcoms, shall we? Now, the last really good Disney sitcom, in my opinion, the last really good one was The Suite Life on Deck. I love The Suite Life, always have. I love both series. I like the movie. Even though the movie's stupid as all hell. I still liked it. I thought it was good. Well, for what it's supposed to be, at least. Now, Shake It Up was the first, I think, of the downfall of Disney sitcoms that I can remember. Shake It Up, I never got into it. I actually really wanted to, but I never got into it. Alright, let's look at Dog with a Blog. I'm not even going to try with this one. No, everything went downhill in 2010, 2011. That's when everything started going downhill. 2010, 2011. So, ironically, that's also the time period where we entered the a new gold age of animation. That's the weird thing about it. When the sitcom part ended, the cartoons picked up. Because it's during this time span, after the downfall, that we got Adventure Time, Steven Universe, we got the Gravity Falls, we got, I mean, of course, we got our bad ones, like Pickle and Peanut and fucking Mr. Pickles. But we still got a lot of really great story-driven cartoons, nonetheless. That's the weird thing about it. Anyway, Disney, when it comes to their shows, have lost a lot of people when it comes to their shows. I think Stuck in the Middle, from what I've seen, was okay. But in my opinion, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Malcolm in the Middle. Simply because it's all about a middle child and whatnot. And I'm just talking about sitcoms. I'm not talking about dramas, okay? Now let's look at their animation stuff. Now, we look at the DuckTales reboot. Okay, that is a super good cartoon. You look at the, and everything. But then you look at a remake that they've been doing, okay? They tried remaking My Babysitter's a Vampire. And I saw it and hated it. And then they got a TV show? What the fuck? And it wasn't even good. Well, my point is, when it comes to their live action stuff, they stink. Okay? Dog with a Blog was a stupid ass idea, and I guarantee you the only reason why it was... Actually, hold on. Did Good Luck Charlie come out before or after Sweet Life? No. Before or after Sweet Life ended, I mean. No, it didn't, because it came out around the same time. Good Luck Charlie premiered in 2009. Okay, Good Luck Charlie was the last of the good Disney sitcoms. Sorry. I was trying to think because I got my head mixed up. When it comes to Disney's reputation, when it comes to TV shows and whatnot, their reputation has spiraled kind of down. And because of that, you know, you don't see many people tuning in to Disney shows and new stuff. Now, I'm extremely hopeful about the Kim Possible movie, simply because it's being written by the same guys who created the show. At least I know the writing is going to be faithful for the most part. That actually helps me a lot think about the good things. But what does this have to do with YouTube? And this is where I'm going to get at. YouTube used to have a good reputation. They used to be good at communicating with the people and trying to fix problems. Okay? About 2 or 3 years ago, that's when everything changed. Because 2 or 3 years ago, they started not listening to people. They started ignoring people. I mean, a good example of this is everything that happened with Keemstar and whatnot. You know, when Grade and Leafy got to him, and then they, well, you know the story probably, and if you don't, you don't know the history of YouTube. It was one of the biggest things. I remember at the time, it was the most bizarre thing that I've ever seen. But, you know, they didn't listen to anyone, really. And here recently, it's gotten tons of worse, okay? First, ignore Logan when it comes to the email thing. Logan tried telling him, what do I do? They're not telling him jack squat. They don't want him to fix his channel. They just want his channel gone. I guarantee you, if they wanted him to fix his channel, then they would have sent him a relay telling him, here's what you can do. Logan got no notice on this, on the ad revenue thing. He's been putting up with these problems for a while. We all know this. YouTube's reputation itself isn't good right now. It hasn't been good in a while. And it's just getting worse and worse. I don't trust the executives at YouTube. I don't. I don't trust people who run the channel. I don't trust people who run the Twitter account. I don't trust no one. Because of how they're treating their content creator that's helping them make money. Because if you're not listening to people who are trying to make you money, he has millions of subscribers. He's going to make YouTube money. So why aren't they listening to him? Now, if Logan was still at 700,000 subscribers, it makes... Right. And they're not telling him how he could, what he can do. That's the worst part of it. That's worse when they respond to you and they don't want you to fix anything. Because like I said, he's making them money. Okay? So why would you try to kill a horse that's making you money? I'm calling Logan a horse because I'm using the races as an example. Because let's look at Logan as a racehorse for a minute, okay? You know, because the YouTube careers remind me of racehorses, and I'll tell you why. Because usually when racehorses start, they don't always start winning. It's a slow thing. They have to do tons of races before they start winning. And then when they start winning, they start getting really, really good. And they start making a lot of people a lot of money because of betting and whatnot. So, why would you try to kill a horse that is making you money? That's the one thing that doesn't make sense at all about the whole thing. Okay? The whole Logan thing with the whole thing about him being treated worse than fucking Logan Paul. Is it because Paul has more subscribers by 4 times? Is it because is that the reason? Because the only reason I can think of. Well, they're not going to respond to you. I guarantee they're probably not going to respond to you. They would only respond to big YouTubers. That's why fucking H3 has more success on helping YouTubers with their problems than the fucking channel. That makes no sense. A YouTuber who used to make mainly prank videos is helping people with their YouTube problems and having more success than the channel. Like the whole network, the whole channel It makes no sense. And it tells me they have no idea how to run their corporation. They don't know what to do. Maybe we should treat it... Alright, how about this? Let's tweet at H3H3 asking him to help Logan. At least I'm pretty sure H3H3 is the one doing all this stuff. Is it? Isn't he the one doing it? Because I'm sure it's someone. I just can't think of who. But, you know, that's my point. Let's tweet it at whoever the one's doing it. I think it is H3H3. We'll tweet at him and say Super Mario Logan has been unfairly lost all ad revenue. He has no excuse me. He has no community guideline strikes, no copyright strikes. He's just been unfairly treated. YouTube is hardly responding to him and telling him how to fix this, and we need help. That's what we need to do. When I'm done with this live stream, I'm going to go on Twitter and I'm going to message H3H3 and ask him to help Logan with this problem, because my voice, I may sound like I'm crying, but it's just because of my sneeze. My throat's kind of iffy. Help him with Logan a little bit. You know, maybe Jesse can do something about it. You know, because if the network doesn't know how to run their own fucking website, they don't. I think Google owns YouTube. Am I right? If Google does own YouTube, that kind of makes everything worse. Everyone goes to Google for almost everything when you're looking up something. As long as he gets the message, that's what's important. This is awful when Google can't run the website because they don't know how. And I don't get how hard it could be to listen to people. Get a team of people. Don't use the fucking automatic thing. That hasn't worked. In fact, all it's done is give people complaints and reasons why not to do stuff on YouTube. Get real people to look over the website, respond to messages and whatnot. Right, but Maker Studios is just a partnership. It isn't really the site. Maker Studios is just a partnering sponsorship. That's all it is. So that doesn't really count in the situation, as that is technically just part of the platform of a partnership. It doesn't have to do with the executives or the CEOs of YouTube. It has more to do with content creators. And there's the there's the thing. God, every time I like wash my hair, like it's completely poofy in that way. I hate it. Good grief. Yeah, and you know, there are tons of partnering people on YouTube. You know, they partner up with people and they help promote your channel. They help promote this. They'll give you money to do certain things, but they take a little bit of ad revenue out of your account as part of the payment, and as part, it's kind of like a manager of a musician. Managers and musicians have to do this. A manager will take I don't know, 30% of singers' revenue from a performance or a song or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just that's just the idea. You know, every manager is different, so because of that, that's kind of how the partnering thing works on YouTube. I don't know. I'm going to try to contact Jesse and see if he can figure something out about this whole thing. I think his name is Jesse. You know, H3H3, whatever his name is. I'm going to try to contact him and see if he can help Logan with the YouTube problems. Because
someone needs to help him. And YouTube ain't going to help him. That's fairly obvious at this point. YouTube will not help Logan. Let's just be honest here. They are not going to do anything to help him. They haven't done it in the past few months. They've hardly told him anything. They keep ignoring him. I don't think he deserves it either, dude. So I'm going to message H3H3 and see if I can get him to help Logan, because like I said, he's helped more YouTubers out with their problems than YouTube has helped their own people. Possibly he can do something or find out something. Yeah, but that's about all I gotta say. I saw their little live stream to explain my thoughts on Logan at the current moment and everything. Is there anything else anyone wants to say? God, I hate my hair when it gets this frizzy. I can't do anything with it. Fun fact, I only wash my hair once a month because I like the grease that's in my hair where it naturally makes it do whatever I want it to do. But after I wash it, it just gets like this, and I can't do anything with it. I hate it. Anyway. If no one has anything to say within 3 minutes, then I'm going to cut it off. I don't know what to talk about at this point. I already talked about my whole feelings on Logan and everything I've said. Alright, King Boo, yeah, I agree too. And I'm going to recap everything I said before, since y'all missed what I said. I'm going to recap what I said before. Logan's being unfairly treated simply because, you gotta keep in mind, he has no strikes of any kind. He has followed the community guidelines. He has no copyright strike, no nothing. But he loses all his ad revenue. You look at someone like Logan Paul, who showed a dead body, tasered dead animals, and only got 2 weeks suspension. That makes no sense. I don't know. They don't want to. Wait, hold on. What'd you say? Let's show it. I don't know what button shows the chats. There we go. I don't know. YouTube just wants to delete channels. No, that's not what it is. YouTube is going to delete channels that make no videos. That's what it is. So you got the facts a little mixed up there. You see, they're just not going to give anyone monetization under 1,000 subscribers. That's the difference. Anyway, Logan's being unfairly treated. I think it's completely and utterly ethically and morally wrong, both by business standards and by moral standards, simply because he hasn't done anything. He's done whatever he could to appease them. He's doing his best to make the community guidelines. And he has not broken anything, and yet he's getting punished for what reason? No reason. Like, just there isn't one. He hasn't done anything. They haven't given him a notice beforehand. No, nothing. They just time's hard. They just gave it to him for no reason. So I'm going to try to contact. It probably won't work. It probably won't work, but try to spread it around to contact H3H3 and see if he can help Logan in any way. Because, like I said, he has helped many YouTubers out with their YouTube problems. Much more than the YouTube website and Team YouTube and all those people. Much more than they have. With the big issues. Not little issues. The big issues. Alright, I'm going to give everyone about 1 more minute if they have anything else they want to say or anything. And then I'm going to end the live stream. And then go on Twitter and try my best to send a tweet out to H3H3. when the thing hits 1 hour, 1 minute, that's when I want to cut it off. If no one has anything else to say. I'm sitting here looking at the freaking clock. I need to get a drink. My root beer's all the way over there, and I'm right here, and I kind of don't want to move, but I kind of have to here in a minute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream then, okay? It was good talking to you, and I'm happy that people showed up and was listening to what my thoughts on the on the whole Logan situation. Because I know a lot of people have been doing it, and I want to go ahead and give my 2 cents on the thing. So, thank you for watching, and y'all have a good day. And please help Logan in any way y'all can, even if it's just trying to give him a little bit of support. Okay? Thank you, and have a good day.